Hi, everyone. We're just, I guess, joining you into our meeting as is fun to do once we start talking. I just was thinking, Kat, because you were just telling me how like it's nice where you are, not super cold, and how you're just arriving at a place and I'm just in the process of leaving a place.
Yes.
So I just thought, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to reflect and share that with people. You're
We
actually on the
definitely
road.
we picked the right business name.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. And I had an amazing, nourishing breakfast. So super picked the right name. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
every experience I've had so far has been super nourishing. So I'm excited
Yeah.
to be at the beginning of my adventure.
Tell me, like, or tell us, tell the room, the crowd, some of the things you've done that are nourishing, like since you've arrived.
Yeah. So first thing I did when I got here is just went and stood out by the lake and took some really big
Mm.
deep breaths and got grounded. Um, I sat by the fire last night, had a cup of Shilajit, and pulled some cards to just kind of get a sense of, the energy for the trip, and had a really good sleep. Like it's silent here. It's pitch black and
Oh,
silent. Oh, before I went to bed, I went outside and looked at the stars. There's actually stars in the sky, which is a treat from
yay.
living in the city.
Yeah, you haven't been able to see stars in a long time.
Oh,
I've had that.
no.
I've been lucky in a lot of my spots. Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
And then this morning, I actually sat outside in a tank top and got my early morning sun and yeah, let my little mitochondria soak up all that energy and bring in those
nice.
negative ions. And, it's crazy. I was outside faithfully all summer and have not been in the winter. And I don't think I realized how much I was missing it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been critical, but I also feel like for me, I've been doing the same, almost using it as a band-aid, like,
Yeah.
or not a band-aid. Yeah, as a band-aid, like just patching me through rather than actually like healing through. And when I was feeling ill this past week, that was like one of the main things I could think to do was stand outside so my face could just receive the sunshine and try to like clear what I was feeling. Hmm.
Yeah, which I guess is an interesting segue because, I do ultimately think the best way to get our vitamin D is through the sunshine. Um,
Hmm.
but when we can't do that and we live north of the equator, having a good quality supplemental form is kind of where it needs to be at. Like almost, I don't even think it's an option if you live in a gray climate.
No, and something that I know you and I talked a lot about as we were beginning this business is like we can't just do supplements. We're going to have to talk about the entire issue that surrounds it, and not even just the you can't get it from your food, but also like we're told different things about what's actually optimal for our body or not,
Yeah.
and just passing grades isn't working because there's so many other things to our detriment at this point, right?
Yeah, and you're so right. Like the RDA, which is the recommended daily allowance, that I don't think most people realize that number is actually the minimum amount you need to not be sick. It is not
Mm-hmm.
at all the amount you need
Wellness.
to be well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Wow.
I think really speaks to the paradigm that our healthcare system really operates out of, right? Like, let's keep
Yep.
people just functioning and not in
Yes.
vibrant, optimal well being.
Yeah, and really, it's patching everything through. And it's not, I mean, their fault. It's built and it's grown. And I'm just got to say, I'm so blessed and glad that we're on this side of wellness and well
Mhm.
being and
Yeah.
talking to people who are already aware, right? That
Yeah.
maybe the systems can't serve us to well being the way that we need them
Yeah.
to.
And I
Hmm.
think really like the one thing that both you and I are really passionate about is it is really a journey. Like, there are times in your life where you just need to get it from sunshine and your food. And then
Hmm.
you take that next step and you're ready for a supplement. And then you take that next step
Exactly.
and you're ready for like a supplement from a company that just is a little bit more aligned with your philosophy. And I think I want to meet people wherever they are in the journey and just continue to help them move forward. But like there's a
Absolutely.
lot of really shitty supplement companies out there. I don't think I even said this to you out loud. I put it in some of our notes, but I just did some research recently, and like pharmaceutical companies and Nestle, who I personally have a really hard time with,
Boo!
um,
Boo!
like they are buying up supplement companies left, right, and center. And to me,
Mm-hmm.
like that is not in alignment with my philosophy to be buying
Mm-hmm.
a supplement from a company that doesn't align with my philosophy. Like I actually went through our full script and like changed out a whole bunch of supplements because I found out that the company, some of the ones we were using were owned by pharma or Nestle.
So now all of our full script options are hella aligned with
Yeah.
how we want to protect you, the people, but also like ourselves, because we're making the right decisions based on what, our philosophies are. But like, side note, how convenient is it for big pharma and or Nestle to start investing in supplement companies, because it is the next patch job
Yeah.
of how they're just going to say, like Nestle with their water being like, we're the best, we're actually going to take everything. The same thing is going to be happening all across, and already is happening, let's be honest, all across the wellness market, taking advantage of people who are at that low spot and just need something to get you through, right? So full script is our option for people who are like, oh my gosh, I know I need something. Please help me with getting something, but not something that's going to break the bank. That's what we've been helping with so far. And now we've worked hard to like really align those choices. And this next thing that we're like secretly here to also announce, maybe not so secret because I don't know what the title of the video is going to be called, but we're here to announce that we've aligned with Cymbiotika, a brand that we have chatted a little bit about here and there to people. We knew it was coming, that we were going to do this, but didn't want to, make it official till it was. But now we have products that are that higher level.
Yeah.
So the people who know that they're ready for beyond their basic supplementation and really care about what we're talking about here with energy and management and our right values, philosophies, and really sourcing appropriately and also backing it by science. Cymbiotika covers like all those things, right? So yay!
Yay.
Should I show the website? Should I show people where to find
Yeah.
it? Okay, cool. Share screen. Here's our website, everybody. If it's been a while, we've been making some updates, so just enjoy them with us. Look at us. Okay, home, about, Cymbiotika. So I will show you. This is where you get the supplements. So this all looks different too. And so you'll see nourishing drinks. We have lots of different, it's not just supplementation. That's just something I wanted to tell people because I love that we have these little drink blends. So perfect for nomads living on the go, as you mentioned, because those are all powders that are like really potent, right? Like this lavender moon milk, doesn't it also have ashwagandha in it? Like it's got other stress relieving stuff, doesn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then reishi hot chocolate. I've been like really wanting my mushroom hot chocolate back in my life. It's happening. I'm going to reorder some of that.
Yeah.
And lion's mane iced tea for when it gets cooler out.
Yep. And then that latte is like golden milk. So it's got the antioxidant benefit of turmeric. So
people love really golden milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Yeah.
And
so
it's non-dairy. It's a non-dairy one too. I think that's probably important to point out.
Very important. Actually, do you happen to know if all of these are non-dairy?
They are all non-dairy.
So then, I mean, you just carry coconut milk cans in the vehicle and you've got some nourishing, like...
Well, the turmeric latte actually is like powdered coconut milk.
So. It already has that in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just the other ones don't.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Or maybe moon milk might have a little bit because it does seem
I'm pretty certain it does too. Yeah, and
cool.
I know the moon milk is sweetened with dates, so it's also not even sweetened with sugar. So
love it. All those. Yeah, and then we have these awesome, so these are all options that you've vetted, that you're, happy with, proud of. And here we have Cymbiotika.
Yay!
So we'll go on tomorrow and talk to people about the reasons why, but if you do want to know, here are some of the reasons why we love Cymbiotika, and a description of them so you know why. they're the brand that we really are promoting higher than the supplements because they are higher quality. You can tell by the price point, you can tell by the product, you can tell by the effects that you experience once you buy these products.
Yeah. And I think, you know, the one thing I don't know, maybe I'm a nerd and nobody else cares about this as much as I do, but just their packaging, like the fact that they're in glass bottles that not only are dark, but are the special Miran glass, which protects from EMF frequencies as well. Like that's just amazing.
It is just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the Shilajit that people have been asking us for, this is the higher quality stuff that we take, right? So this
Mhm.
is the like real deal. We love this stuff.
Yep.
That's
So
the
it's got a
D3.
lot of gold and silver in it as well. So that's kind of the
Yeah.
up level to that one versus the other one.
Right. And that's the difference as to why the quality is higher because they've synergized the gold and silver to
Yeah.
improve conductivity, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And
And
then
then,
again, same with the vitamin D, it's combined with K2 and actually CoQ10. So
yeah,
again, like folks have been getting a straight up vitamin D, which is totally decent. But just adding in that vitamin K2 and the CoQ10 is just really going to up level the, you know, health factor.
absolutely. And you'll see, I mean, wherever you go and look stuff up, you can find a whole bunch of information there we've got in there for you, plus the ingredients. So if you are concerned about anything, or you're simply curious, how are they doing this awesome, stuff, to see
Yeah.
what's in it, then you can click in.
Yeah,
Got
that product's actually
omegas, zinc.
made from natto, which is a
Mm.
fermented garbanzo bean. So just
Ooh,
yeah, I mean
so fun.
it's amazing.
It is, it is. And so many of the like potential allergens or risks that people might find with supplements, these folks
Yeah,
have really bypassed it and then gone above and beyond to make it even more optimal.
yeah. And then
Something people were asking about. Oh, go ahead.
the omega actually is made from algae, so it's also
Mm,
plant-based.
mm,
And not only is that great for our folks who are vegetarian or vegan, but it's also more sustainable for the planet.
nice, nice. Yeah, and I guess as far as stuff that people have definitely already been talking to us about, we know we get sleep concerns, so that Rumi Dream is
Oh,
working like a dream for you. You're loving it. And
I
then
am
the
loving it.
Shilajit, yeah, and the Shilajit has CBD or just the black gold silver.
Mhm.
So we can you can kind of go to whichever one you think might suit you. Definitely for chronic inflammation, if you're ready for CBD, that would be your best selection, right? But that's
Yeah.
really going in and dealing with things. And then the other thing people have asked us about is probiotic, prebiotic. So this is both
Yeah.
probiotic and prebiotic. Really solid. Really excited that we're offering this because probiotics are so key for that overall nervous
Mhm.
system well being as well. And that's another thing people come to us a lot about because we started
Yeah.
here talking about the nervous system basically.
Yeah.
And this is one of those items as well that's coming down the pipeline, adrenal super tonic. And there's some other products there like the mushroom, the longevity fudge syrup, which I have had and is amazing. And I'll be really excited when we start stocking it. So if you are curious about it, put your name on the wait list so that we know you're interested and
For
we'll make sure we
sure.
get an order in soon. And I
Yeah.
think
And
that's
I would
everything
say
that's like,
basically, if you have been living on planet Earth for the last 2 years, your adrenals are struggling. So, you know,
yep,
some sort of either the adrenal tonic or the Rumi Dream, which I've been taking, um, highly recommend either one of those,
mm,
depending on whether you're also struggling with sleep. So mine tastes like chocolate. The Rumi Dream has cacao in it. So
really, it tastes like chocolate.
it does. It's like
One
this
tastes like a
little,
garden. I like it, but it
yeah.
tastes like a garden.
Mine is like this little chocolatey sweet
Ooh.
treat before I go to bed.
Ooh, why not? I
Ooh.
love that. And a lot of these things are liquid. So that I did want to say the prebiotic probiotic is like the only thing on that whole
And the
thing.
zinc.
And the zinc.
Yeah.
The zinc and the prebiotic probiotic are the only two that are capsule based. And they're for good reason. Like they've gone through and explained why that's the best for that specific one. And so the rest of them are liquid, which is really nice. Makes it so much easier. You can take it with you, take it on the go, make sure you're taking your supplements as the day goes on.
And I just
And
really wanted to say about the zinc,
hmm,
the men who have been taking the zinc, both from Cymbiotika's testimonies, and also I've got a friend taking it. Like they are raving about it for men's health. So it helps with if you're concerned about losing hair. It kind of helps with just that masculine yang energy, just bringing it up.
Bringing it up.
Yep, exactly. Most men I work with are struggling with their testosterone levels. That seems to be a very chronic thing in younger men.
I've been seeing it everywhere. Even like a lot of healthy dudes are really struggling with just low testosterone and not even knowing. I just had a conversation about this recently with hormones. It's wild, actually.
Yeah. So if you're one of our wonderful men supporters and struggling just with that masculine yang feeling, that might be a great one to start with for sure.
And zinc is super good for immunity and also super good for throat healing. So if any of those things are also kind of going on and you just heard the ding, ding, ding for the other stuff, here you go for this. Yeah,
and exactly. It's paired with copper. So again, like just like you can't,
synergistic.
The days of taking zinc by itself really should be over.
It needs the copper. Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, this is a good intro to Cymbio. I could sit here and talk all day about Cymbiotika. And I mean, there's years for that because we're going to be stocking them for a while. So especially if you're in Canada, since that's where we are currently set up. But in general, if you're just following the Nourished Nomad journey and you want to talk about these products, feel free to check in for either a supplement check-in with Kat to really see, okay, what would be the best for me, or send us an email, send us a message if it's just like a quick question and we can help you out. And I'm really excited. And we're going to talk more about the different products as time goes on.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Cool.
Yay.
Welcome, Cymbiotika / Nourished Nomad partnership. Okay. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your trip, Kat. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye.